What's going on, everybody? Today I'm bringing you a video of the Nexus 6 in 2017. Now I used this phone for, maybe 2 months after it came out, all the way up until, I'm not sure actually, I still use it on and off, to be completely honest. It's a great phone, it's held up this long. Always had it in the case for the most part. Got a little bit of that Nexus branding, actually a big Nexus branding on the back. I like that little dimple on the back. I wish instead of that dimple there they would have just put a fingerprint sensor, but anyways, this side here we got the volume rocker, power button. Nothing on this side. At the bottom we got the micro USB charger port. Like I said, you got that on the power button, like most, you got that textured feel. And on top you got your SIM tray and your headphone jack. On the back you got your dual LED flash, which I was a fan of. And you got your 13 megapixel rear facing camera. And I believe the front the front facing is 2 megapixel right up there. And then you have an LED light, but yet you don't. No, for notification. It's right behind that speaker grill. If you have it rooted like I did, you can get it to pop up. I'm not too sure now. I really haven't looked too in depth. I just updated this to Nougat. So, and that's on my screen protector. That scratch there, I just made it worse. Anyways, it's held up. I mean, the only ding I got on it is right here on this side. It's not too bad. Speakers are great. The screen, it's a 6-inch screen, 1440 by 2560. So PPI was a little bit, for the size of the phone I was expecting more on that, but it was only 493, which isn't bad, but you got about 74% screen to body ratio, probably because they had to fit in, the front firing speakers and all that jazz. Then you got the on-screen capacitive home, back, and recent tasks right here. And then the like I said, 13.2 megapixels, has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 chip in it. Adreno 420. Let me see if I can remember any other specs for you guys. Shoots up to 4K. Battery is, if I remember correctly, 3220, 3240. One of the two for the battery. Battery life on this phone was it was a hit or miss with me anyways, for what I was using it for. Obviously with this phone here I was doing a lot of YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, whole bunch of stuff like that. It was nice because it had the QI wireless charging in it, which was really nice. It had rapid charging at the bottom. Also at the bottom you got your microphone. Nothing, I think there was only one mic on this that I saw. But anyways, I am running Android 7.0. I thought this one got 7.1, but I could be mistaken. Let me check while I'm on here. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. Anywho, I'll look at that upstairs and I'll get back to you on it. The one nice thing about this was, on the when I first got it, you couldn't, when you went into recent tasks, you had to swipe them all manually. But if you go up to the top, now they got that clear all, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm a huge fan of the notifications too, and how they look on the home screen. But yeah, you just got your standard pull down, get the settings or your profile from here, time, day, month. It's a great phone. The colors are great on it. Really couldn't complain too much with this phone. Pure Nexus phone, pure Android phones have always been great in my opinion. I've never, how do I word it? I've never not had a good one. I guess you can say even all the way back to my first ever one I got was the Samsung Nexus phone. I got it through Verizon, and the battery life was horrible on it, but it was a great phone in the end, for me anyways. Now remember, this is all based on me, but let's go back in here. Let me see, storage, just to give you guys, so I got 25, almost 26 left out of what they allow you, 32 for me. Now you can go up to 64, I believe. Yeah, I believe you could. But no micro SD. That was one of the big downfalls too, is I like micro SD because I like the I like to put all my pictures and videos on there when I do pictures or videos, just so it's not taking up my phone's memory. It can just go on that card, so it's not bogging it down by any of that. But pretty light phone. The viewing angles on it are pretty great. I never had a problem with that. Amazon, pretty much for a Nexus phone, besides the Pixel, I've noticed Best Buy and Walmart carrying OtterBox cases, glass screen protectors, and TPU cases for the Pixel. This one here, you couldn't find anything unless you were on Amazon, which is fine because Amazon's usually got the better deals and got a wider variety of things to choose from. I never picked up the Pixel. I just thought it was way too overpriced. Now you're probably thinking in my past videos, you say, thinking back saying I bought the top of the line iPhone. Well, I've never had an iPhone before, so I thought I'd splurge on that, where the pure Nexus device I did for the 6P. I didn't for the Pixel, so I'm sure this year I'll go for the Pixel and the iPhone. By the way the S8's going, I'm not too sure about that. I'm going to have to wait till the full release of it happens and see if Floss does a video on it. Check out his video on it and I'll go from there. But this phone here is solid. Just like I said, the only thing that really isn't the best is the battery life. I haven't had the same, which is pretty much the same with any phone you get. Battery life usually depletes, after putting it through its charging cycles and usage cycles, and I've never let my phones run down to 0 and shut off on their own. I think the lowest I've ever plugged a phone in on was, I think 9%, 10% was the lowest. But usually I can come home and usually have about 30 left, 40% left. On an Android phone, on an Apple phone, I can come home with about 50 or 60. So all in all, I think this is a great phone. The camera on it, I wasn't too impressed about with the camera. That the antenna lines on it here, I know a lot of people when it first came out, they didn't really like the antenna lines, but really it doesn't. Antenna lines don't bother me because I'm just going to slap a skin or a case on it and then you're never going to see those antenna lines anyways. But for people who don't like using cases or skins, your preference is your preference. But I never, as they say, raw dog your phone. Never did it one time with the S3 and I dropped it and shattered the entire screen. So since then I make sure I have case and screen protector on it, definitely before I go outside. But it's a strong build. I do have to say that. I know a lot of people had their Nexus logo popping out on them because this is just laid in there, I believe, with adhesive. Never had a problem with mine. The only problem is with the, I don't believe this Distronic case I got off Amazon. It's a little beat up, but one of the cases I had, I only remember using that one, created this, there we go, created this circle around the camera. I don't know if it's just the material on the back. It might just be the material on the back. I got my scratches on there. I don't know if they'll come off. But anyways, maybe there wasn't a huge fan of the material on the back because if you got greasy or oily hands, or, you know, you can see up here. And that wasn't even from today. But, you know, if you got a little bit of, you know, sweat on your fingers. Of course, you're not going to be rubbing them on there like that, but, you know, it does show up. It's a good build phone, though. I mean, all in all, if I have to recommend it to somebody in 2017, I would definitely say yes. I mean, right now, I don't know if the Play Store still sells it or anything, but I know the website I mentioned before, Swappa, does sell it. You know, people around the U.S. or I believe there's some China and whatnot. But I believe, let me take a look real quick actually. Let me get a right price for you guys as of this video, because it's always fluctuating. It's always going up and down. Some people have better deals than others. You know, some are still selling new in box. Some are selling with cases and screen protectors. Just depends on if you get that. Just depends on if you can hit that right deal or not. So let me go in here and I'll just go to the one I have, the unlocked one. Check out, see how much it is. That is for the Nexus 6P. It'd help if I actually clicked on the right link for you guys. So some are selling it, like one guy has it all the way up to $365, but you just scroll through the page and it doesn't say how many people are selling. I think it says 19. I think 19 people are selling, but recently sold, good condition, 174 for the lowest, and mint condition at the highest, $260. So if you got a little bit of scuffing on the back of the phone or anything like that, or around the bezels or anything, you can get a case for it, and you can pay, I think the lowest one on here right now is $169. So I mean, that's a pretty decent price for the phone and everything you're getting with the 6-inch screen, AMOLED. The colors are real great on it, and all in all, if you want to base it off these prices as of now, like I said, every day they fluctuate, but those aren't bad prices to get a phone, especially that when it first came out was, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but $700? I want to say. Can't remember the exact pricing on it, but you know, especially with how the Pixel is, not bashing on that, but you can get any phone you want on that website. You can pick the Pixel up too for like $550. So not bad. Later on down the road I might pick it up, but you know, after then the hype will be over. But like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing in these videos, how I can improve. I know a lot of people I read, for YouTubers that just start out, you know, they say, you know, script out what you're gonna say, but you know, I mean, we're all human. We all stumble over words, or we all forget something. So I mean, you know, like I said, we're all human, we're all natural, we all make mistakes. You know, I'd rather bring you a real review of something rather than scripting it out and reading it off a piece of paper. I mean, that's just how I sort of kind of want to do things. So, I mean, like I said, better lighting's coming. Yeah. So just, if you want, just like, comment, subscribe. Just let me know your opinions on it. All right, till next one.